Alright, YouTube fam, what is up? What is up? We are here with a very special video, a banger of a video. Today we are making a tier list. Now, I've never done one of these. Well, I have, but I've never done it like live per se. Let me just pull up a tier list. I've never done it like live per se. I've always done it like just in post video. And then I was editing the video. Like, I'll pull it on the screen right now, but like, I have never done like an actual video where I'm creating the tier list. Like here, like, let's look at these. Like, if you actually look at these are like tier lists that I've created, right? So Smash Brothers tier list based off of their likeliness in Smash 6, which, yeah, sure, we can talk about that. Random tier list, you get the gist. Mainly Fire Emblem. And then we have Siege down here. But today we are going to be making a tier list together. A very low-key video. Also, don't mind all the ads and everything. Don't mind just like literally just everything on screen. I don't use an ad blocker. Doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, we are just going to be making a tier list. So let's get started. Alright, so this tier list is going to be very simple. If you already saw the title of the video, it's not going to be this, but it is going to be Fire Emblem 3 Houses characters based off of if they would, gosh, how do I even title this? Fire Emblem 3 Houses characters based off of if I'd invite them to my Call of Duty squad. So basically, are they in the squad or not? And I have a couple of rows that I'm considering already. First of all, I think we have to put it out here. Squad. These are the people who it's typically like a 5-man. I mean, that would be Siege, but you know, these are just the best of the best. These are the top 5 people. So yeah, the squad is going to be my top 5 people. They're the people who's like, you know, if one of them doesn't show up, that's fine. We still have 4 other people, right? And yada yada. They're just really good. They're the best of the best. This one, this person carries me. Alright, so whoever this is up here, they are actually the best of the best. They're your Jinxies, they are your Shaiko, your Bolo. I mean, those are Rainbow Six Siege people. I don't know Call of Duty like figureheads, but you know, these are your figureheads. These are the content creators, if you will. The people that carry me personally. Like, if I join their squad, I'm gonna be like all the way down here, like Rubber Ducky. Let's just call that Rubber Ducky. I might even add a couple of rows just to differentiate. There's a very large margin between the squad where we play and, you know, them. They probably have their own squad, right? They are doing whatever, you know, but anyway, let's just get into it. So we have the squad. What's our next tier? I think let's get a mid tier over here. Gosh, this video is gonna be very busy with all these ads popping up. It's gonna look like a FNAF pizzeria. Alright, so here's the deal. I've made some tiers, right? So again, we have carries me, which these are the best of the best. If I play with them, they're probably gonna be carrying me, to be honest, and they're gonna be getting clips on me, right? Like, I'm not gonna be able to get any clips. They're probably gonna be dropping 10 kills, while I'm only dropping like a measly like 2 kills or something. And then we have squad. These are reserved for the best of the best, the people that I love playing with, and I'll invite them like anytime. Old Reliable, these are people who it's like, you know, we haven't played in a while, but I see you in my friends list. We used to play way back when and whatever. I like playing with you, but like, I have my squad, right? These are the people who have VIP tickets into my friends, into my, you know, my actual squad when we're playing Call of Duty. So Old Reliable, it probably means one of them is sick. You're just like a swap-in, right? No hard feelings, you're just not a part of the squad, you know? You're not like that. If no one else is online, There probably should be something in between here, but I don't know. If no one else is online, basically it means you're on my friends list, but like we played like one game together, and like you keep on messaging me, hey, I want to play a game with you, but I probably don't reciprocate those feelings well. It's like you probably popped off that one time, and I was like, oh, you're kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. So I have people who are above you, and then I have my actual squad mates, and then I have people who carry me. So you have a long list of people to get through until I'm like, hey, I want you on my squad. You know what I mean? And then Squeaker. Annoying, but still somewhat good. This is just most of the times what happens with Squeakers. Otherwise, they're the vile kind of Squeaker, which I should probably put Squeaker Plus. So you have Squeaker, annoying but still somewhat good. You're actually just annoying to play with. You might be toxic, you might be young, I don't know what it is, but you're just annoying to play with. You're still somewhat good though, so like maybe if like my whole squad is offline, maybe if no one else is online, maybe if literally no one else is online, maybe I'll run duos with you. But if that's the case, I probably won't even be playing. And then we have Vile, Squeaker Plus. This is the realm, the territory where I'm like, I'm not inviting anyone. I'm hopping off Call of Duty. I'm playing my own games. I'm playing against bots, hell. And that brings us to our last tier, Rubber Ducky. These people probably have potato aim. They probably only have like 2 minutes on the game. They probably have never picked up a controller or a keyboard, and I do not want to play with you at all. Anyway, that is enough talking about the tiers. Let's actually get into these characters. Let's skip all of these. Actually, I'm gonna do post time skip. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but I like designs better personally. Let's start off with Edelgard. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on, I forgot. Let me put right there. I am now up here. All right, let's start off with Edelgard. Who is it? Like, what does Edelgard do? I think Edelgard. So here's the thing with all. Where's she at? Okay, so here's the thing with all of the class leaders and all of them. They're all like pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Edelgard is a part of the squad personally. I think she's like old reliable. Claude instills passion, but to be honest, I don't want to play with you. Dimitri, you already know he's a part of the squad, but I don't know if he's. It's like an in-between tier. I have to see, but right now he's reserved one of the spots for the squad. But hold on, he's actually not that version. Well, you know what? I guess both of them can go up there. This guy is just a brutal maniac. He will actually kill each and every last one of them. She can make passionate speech. She's passionate, that's the thing. She's passionate. And don't get me wrong, like Dimitri's passionate, Claude is passionate, but she's a different level of passionate. Have you ever been so passionate that you want to, cause mass genocide? I don't think you've been that passionate. That's a different level of passion. But she's definitely an old reliable. I can't see myself wanting to play too many games with her, but it's definitely above Claude. Don't get me wrong, I like Claude. However, I don't know. Well, here's the thing. If we're playing a tactical game, like, he can get shit done. I'll put him an old reliable just because I think it's befitting of him, especially for all of the lords. I think it's befitting. They need to reserve like the same spots. But for Dimitri, like, I don't care if he has less gun skill than Edelgard. I don't care if he has less tactical awareness or game sense than Claude. He's still a part of the squad, bro. He's passionate. He can get me amped up, bro. When he made that line, kill every last one of them, bro. Yo, he caused some feelings, bro. Alright, let's talk about Hubert. I think Hubert is actually... Here's the thing about Hubert's. Hubert's and Vile. I'll tell you why. He's not necessarily a squeaker. However, he watches a lot of Edelgard streams. Edelgard, she used to be a part of the squad. She kind of branched out a little bit, right? She did her own thing, and now she's her own solo, like, you know, YouTuber, or whatever she did. Maybe she's doing Twitch streams right now. Maybe she's on Kick or something. But Huber is a huge fanboy, and for that reason, he is not ever being invited to the squad. That's just a permaban. Even if he joins the Discord, nah, mods are on him right away. Ferdinand, let's talk about him. Ferdinand is definitely old reliable. I think he's above Edelgard for sure. I think he's above Edelgard. I think, yeah, especially like, yeah. I'm gonna tell you why Ferdinand is this high. Ferdinand actually excels pretty much everywhere. He's like, he could do anything you want him to do. He's very flexible, right? And you'll see that. Let me get the other ones. So Hubert, I don't want him, obvious reason. And then let's talk about my girl, Leonie. She's I think she's actually she's somewhere. She's not old reliable. What is she? Leonie. I think Leonie is if no one else is online. Oh, you know what? Leonie is also old reliable, but under Claude, which kind of makes sense. Look at this. The branching out paths. Anyway, so Ferdinand makes sense. Very flexible, right? Leonie makes sense. Very flexible. She was probably like a friend back in the day. Used to know Geralt, and you know, we kind of moved on. We moved out of the house, right? Leonie moved into college, whatever. She's dorming up with all of her sorority sisters and whatever, and she still plays the game. She's looking to play with us once, one time, sometime, just whenever, you know. But she's just old reliable. Ferdinand is actually just old reliable. He's probably going to be top old reliable. He's probably waiting to get in the squad. He's super passionate. However, I think there's other people on this list who are actually just better. Speaking of which, Shamir is a part of the squad, and I would say she probably has the highest gun skill. If anything, she actually just might carry me, but I think she's actually just a part of the squad. She's an excellent leader. She's stern. She knows everything. She's an analytical person. She knows how to hold her own. Mechanically, she's probably really, really, really good. And this comes from her years and years of time just being a mercenary and having that real life, situational and tactical awareness. So she understands, but she's also youthful, and she gets the slang, and she's been through some times of trash talk, right? So that's my reasoning. She's a part of the squad. She's definitely a part of the squad. Catherine, yeah, I gotta knock out all the faculty. Oh, my bad. Catherine, that was actually not that bad. Rubber ducky. I was thinking Catherine goes somewhere there. I don't think she's ever touched a controller. I'm gonna be honest. I think, yeah. So here's the thing with Catherine. She's probably never even heard of Call of Duty, let alone touched it. Touched a game, like a controller or anything like that for Call of Duty. Her priorities are set straight in real life. However, when it comes to the virtual plane, the virtual space, she's just not with it, She is trying to do, she doesn't have time. I mean, that's just all it is. She's dedicated to her studies, She just does not have time. But yeah, she's friends with E-Girl. She's friends with E-Girl over here. But that's all. That's all it is. Nothing crazy about it. She just doesn't have time. Geralt, I'm gonna be honest, Rubber Ducky. Just makes sense, Rubber Ducky. Actually, you know what? Am I wrong for thinking this? I mean, let's just talk about it. If Geralt taught me everything, wouldn't it make sense that he carries me? I mean, that's kind of accurate, right? Nah, I don't. That's kind of accurate. Am I right? I think Geralt just tops this tier list. I think he actually just does. I think we found. I think we found the god, the goat, the myth, the legend, Geralt in all his glory. He's just right there. Not Planned Parenthood. He's just right here. Yeah, I think that's actually just true though. I think Geralt absolutely carries me every time we play. You know what it is? I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Series, here's the thing. It's a familial bond, right? He taught us everything. We can't return to favor with trash talking or anything like that. You know, we just have to spend those moments together, and we have this understanding where it's like, you know, I'm not trying to be better than him. I just want to play with him, you know, for the time that he has left, because there are certain fates that are bound to come. There are just certain fates that are bound to come, and we have no control over them. Whether it's Acronias or the Dark Knights or whatever it may be, we just can't control them. So we have to spend this time together playing Call of Duty. And yeah, that's what it is. That's just what it is. We let him win. Doesn't matter what it is, we just have to spend this time together just playing Call of Duty. Because who knows when the next time we will play Call of Duty together will be. Anyway, moving on. Did not mean to make that so sad and depressing. Let's move on to, I haven't even knocked out all the faculty. She's probably better than us, to be honest, but she actually is just us as well. So you go there. Sedith, definitely rubber ducky tier. No idea. Most of the church people are probably going to be rubber ducky tier, I'm not going to lie, just because that's how it is. They have like no, I don't want to say they have no lives, but they spend too much time in real life. They have no time for playing Call of Duty with us. Let's get straight to it. Who else? Alright, right there. So this is the Linhardt tier. He is so lazy. I don't think he has the skills or the, you know, I don't think he wants to learn how to play Call of Duty, despite it being one of the easiest shooters in the market. I don't think he wants to learn how to play Call of Duty. Plus, he's absorbed with all of his studies by this point. He's probably fresh out of college, and, you know, he could be making bank doing anything else. Yeah, that's just how I don't think he's really into playing Call of Duty. Plus, I mean, look, would you really want him going against this squad right here? Like, look, this is a stacked group right here. I don't think he wants to put that much brain energy into doing it, and he's probably just going to tell someone like Kaspar, hey, shoot them in the head or something like that. That's all you got to do. He's just always trying to find an easy way out, but then once he gets slammed, absolutely slammed, he just puts the controller down and he's like, that's too much gaming today. I'm going to go take a rest. So yeah, that's Linhardt. He's not bad necessarily. He probably is good. He probably, if once he puts his mind towards it, he's probably really good. But I just don't think he wants to commit. He's not at that stage, not yet. Kaspar. Speaking of Kaspar is gonna be if no one else is online. I'm gonna be honest, very bare bones. Probably does not give out callouts. Probably is not mechanically gifted at the game. Not to say anyone else above him is, but you know, I don't think Kaspar is taking out Shamir. Just being honest. Yeah, Kaspar is like, he's interesting. He's probably just someone. He's a spot filler, you know. If Edelgard is gone, whoever, he's just there, you know. All right, I need to find who else is on the squad. You know, Shamir. Is Shamir on the squad? Who else is on the squad? Who else is on the squad? Dorothea. Dorothea is also going to be if no one else is online, for a very different reason than Caspar. Dorothea is going to be if no one else is online, just because I don't think she is mechanically gifted at the game. She's probably new at the game, and it's not her fault that she's bad at the game. However, I'm not trying to play with her over someone like Dimitri, you know. I want to play with someone who actually understands the game. I would even put Caspar above her, just because it's like, why would I choose Dorothea? This would be like an incident if, like, you know, I'm playing with like one of y'all at Siege or something, like I just let y'all join the Discord or whatever. I let y'all join the Discord, whatever. I let y'all join the party, and you guys had just gotten Siege or Call of Duty or whatever it is, right? I'm like, it's probably not gonna be that fun. I'm probably gonna have to teach her like everything, you know. So yeah, that's just that. I don't think Dorothea really excels at the game, let alone has she ever like picked up a controller. She might have, you know, once she was a kid, but that's just how I feel. I don't think she's mechanically gifted. Maybe in some time, like give it a year and a half, she might be where we are, and I might include her in the squad, but for right now she's not there. Alright, Bernadetta, I'm sorry to say this for all the Bernadetta stands. Bernadetta is a squeaker. She's just a squeaker. She's not like vile. She's not like I'm never going to invite you ever. But she's probably good. However, she freaks out a little bit. She gets surprised at the smallest little things, and then whenever she dies, she's like, "What? That killed me? No way!" And yeah, just for those reasons, like when people do that, it's kind of annoying sometimes. I'm gonna be honest, I do that sometimes too, you know. Whenever I made that clip, it was like, what? That C4 killed me? You know, I was exaggerating, but like literally in that moment, I was like, how did this C4 kill me? She probably does that by times 10, but she's probably still like somewhat good, as I say here. I can't really deny the fact that she probably has some skill, especially with all that time cooped up in her room. It's just, she's not a part of the gang, you know what I mean? I don't know her like that either. She's probably she's not really good socially on the mic, you know, so she's probably not giving out call outs or anything like that, but she's probably really good. She's a squeaker, you know. Her reactions just, they don't fit the bill of what the squad is or what the squad needs. Alright, Petra is going to be right here. If no one else is online, I think it is above Dorothea, below Caspar. The reason this being is because she's foreign, and I'm not being racist here. I'm just saying she's foreign, so she doesn't know a lot of English. She probably doesn't know the callouts. Like imagine saying Aquabalk or saying Central Square, but then having to translate it to whatever her native language would be, or having her try to understand it. I mean, yeah, it's cool, whatever, but let's say I'm really trying to hop on for a game of ranked, or whatever it is. I don't know, I'm mixing up like two thresholds of games, like Rainbow Six Siege and Call of Duty, because I have both experiences. But like, let's say I'm trying to hop on, really play some games, get passionate with the squad, right? I don't think I could do that with someone who doesn't know my own language. She's just foreign, you know. It's not my fault. She could possibly carry me, but you know, if she ever was on my friends list, like, it's gonna be an interesting experience. It's still above Dorothea because she's probably really good. I know she's really good, especially with that dexterity in game. I know she gets like super lucky and whatever. She gets like the luckiest clips, right? She probably has her own YouTube channel. But it's just like I'm not inviting her to the squad. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I will if no one else is online, but like, dude, that language barrier is too much. If anything, we're gonna be in the squad, we're gonna be in the party, and we're just gonna be sitting there, right? And we're gonna have no idea what to say to each other. We're not gonna say anything. It's just gonna be solo queue basically, but we're both in a party together. Essentially, we're going to be alone together. So it's gonna be very awkward playing with her. Now, of course, this could also be a Dorothea situation where it's like, you know, maybe in a year and a half, let's say I do bring her on a squad, right? And I develop her for like a year and a half. I could get her really good. I could get her understanding the game really good, but I still think there's a couple of people on the squad who, you know, I feel like there's a couple of people down here who actually go on the squad. I'm waiting, but if no one else fills up the squad, I'm gonna be honest, Petra is definitely on the squad. We could definitely manage that language barrier, but dang, that language barrier, like, I need someone who could pick up the game like yesterday, you know what I mean? So anyway, who else do we have? Who else? Oh, we have Ash. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so sorry. Ash is down here. Ash is, I've never really liked Ash. I know a lot of people are like good boy Ash or whatever they say about Ash, but I have never really liked Ash, like actually. He just doesn't fit the same. I would even put him like down here, but I'm not discounting the fact that he's probably like good. You know, he's probably good in some senses. I don't know what he does because I only had him my first playthrough. But he's just not it, you know. I don't want him on my friends list. No, he's not joining the squad, even if no one else is online. So yeah, I don't think he's just a squeaker, bro. To me, I would easily pick up Bernadetta over Ash. That's just my humble opinion, you know. All right, let's talk about Felix. I'm gonna be honest. Felix is in a league of his own. I think Felix carries me. I don't know. I don't know if it's carries me or he's definitely above me. You know what it is? I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Alright, so Felix right here, he thinks he's better. He's a little bit of annoying. He's like a squeaker, but he's actually really good. But he's passionately ego driven. That is the main thing about Felix. He's a little bit like a squeaker, like I said. He's annoying in the sense where he just yaps all the time, but he has an ego. And it's not like Shamir, where Shamir's like cool about it. She's laid back a little. No, he will blatantly tell you you are ass at the game and then proceed to throw. He's toxic. He's actually just toxic. Felix is very toxic. I mean, shoot, he even betrayed his loving king who would have thrown down his life for any of his subjects. Nah, he actually just betrayed him in one of the routes. In this route specifically, the one that I'm on right now. So we can already tell what he's doing, what he's capable of. I don't think he really cares about teams, right? He probably says he can solo like anyone who's on the squad. He is very ego driven. Yeah, that he has a problem with his ego. For that reason, he's not on the squad. Like, even if he was on the squad, even if like none of these spots got filled again, the team chemistry is not there, bro. Like Shamir doesn't want Felix there. Dimitri is like, hey, you're killing the vibes, man. And then he's like, get out of here, you bore. And then they just fight for like 5 minutes. You can't have that in a Call of Duty lobby. You can't have that in the party or in the comms. Nah. So like, he's banned from the party. I would, you know, maybe if it was just me and him, you know, we could run some duos together on Fortnite or something. But he's not with a squad. That's what it is. He's just not with a squad. He is very ego driven, as I said. Alright, next up, Ferdinand. Ferdinand is, if no one else is online, I never really became friends with him, and he's probably really good. He's very cool, he's very laid back, he's very chill. He gets along with a lot of people, but he also likes to swoon, you know? He is probably single at this point, just got out of college, right? He got out of that phase where it's like he was going to parties back to back. And he's realized, you know, he needs to cut that out. So he got into the gaming industry. He's working a part-time job right now, but every time he gets home, it's like 10 or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna chillax with my friends, right? That's how we found each other. We were just doing some solo queues, some whatever on Call of Duty. We found each other in the lobby. We said, hey, you know, you're a cool guy. Let's hang out. And then he started flirting with me, and I was like, oh, actually, I'm not interested. He was like, okay, I'm gonna back off. And then he started flirting with my squad, both of them. And I was like, okay, you can back off now. I need you to back off. So that's the story there. We used to be friends. He's kind of like old reliable, but he was a little bit more annoying, but he's just aggressive sometimes. You gotta tell him to stop, you know? That's really what it is. But besides that, everything's a plus. Everything's a plus 10, you know? He's fine with everything. Mechanically, he's somewhat gifted. He's probably a little bit worse than us, but, you know, probably on the same level or something, you know? He's not carrying us, but he's really good. Dedu. I think Dedu is old reliable. And the reason I say that is because Dedu is the type of person who he understands the game. He understands what it takes to win. He understands what he needs to sacrifice. And he's a good, he's definitely plays like the tank or support roles. He plays roles that you need him to play. Like the very, he just understands the fundamentals of the game like really well. He's definitely a seat filler. Like anytime you need anyone on the squad, like he could do anything they need him to be. He probably doesn't frag out the most, but he's your support person. He's really good with support. He's really good at anchoring. He's really good at anything, just the bare bones of the game, you know? Whether it is, as I said, again, a support role, yeah, he's probably just a support role, I'm be honest. Lorenz is he's vile, but squeaker plus vile. He's probably like a trash talker. I would say he's like the alter ego of, who is it? Felix. He's like the alter ego of Felix, and the reason I say that is because he probably trash talks. He does whatever, but he's actually bad. He's bad at the game. He did not study the game. He has nothing backing him up. Every time these two get in an argument, they are definitely going back and forth, and it's definitely Lorenz getting 7-0'd each time. Lorenz is just terrible at the game. He probably watches people and is like, wow, I just watched this guy like defeat this champion or diamond or whatever, and I'm gonna copy everything that they did to a T. That's Lorenz's whole mental attitude, and when everything goes south, he just starts blaming the game. That's definitely what his mental attitude is. His mental attitude just isn't there. He's a little weak-minded. He needs to study the books a little bit more and worry about his ego, bro. Like, even if I let him join the squad, I'd rather just have Felix because, again, Lorenz is Felix, but just doesn't have everything that Felix has. The mental awareness, the mental acuity, the gun skill, the gun practice, the awareness, the game sense. Lorenz is just missing all of that. And certainly there are times where Lorenz is like, dang, you know, I just got like 4 kills in a row, whatever. I get shit on their whole team. But it's like once in a blue moon. It really is. Like, Lorenz just needs to tap in sometimes. He just needs to find his stride and get better, bro. He just needs to play a few seasons by himself, maybe get his own squad, and then maybe we could return in like a year, and maybe I'll invite him if none of these other people, you know, are there by then. Alright, Mercedes. Mercedes. I don't think... Here's the thing. I think Mercedes is rubber ducky, but I also think she's not rubber ducky. I think she's, what is Mercedes? Mercedes is retired. She doesn't play anymore. She used to be like all gun heavy about this game. She used to blog about this game, make YouTube videos about this game like every single day, but she just does not have the time to play anymore. She's She probably has a family, you know, she probably has a family, has kids. She has to do a lot, and then she also has her faith in the right direction as well. She's probably taking care of a lot of people in her life, and her life, it doesn't matter if it's going like a tragic way. It doesn't matter if you know what's going on in her life. She has to take care of what's most important. She doesn't really have time for games. She has other priorities. But Mercedes is really good. That's the final note about Mercedes. Mercedes, like, yeah, maybe in like a get together or something, she'll join and she will be a part of the squad, right? Maybe it's like a yearly reunion, right? And she's definitely joining the squad. She's really good. She doesn't have any attitude problems. She's probably better than Ferdinand, to be honest. She's not as good as the two lords over here with making speeches, making whatever, but she's mechanically gifted. That's her strong suit. She's aware about the game. She's the, you know, like level 200 champion who took like a few years off Siege and is coming back and is like, wow, I don't know what any of these gadgets do anymore. That is her. She hasn't played Call of Duty in a few games, so she might be a little bit rusty, but her attitude is still in the right place, and she's still really good. She still has those mechanical gun skills that you need in an FPS, and it's kind of second nature to her. She understands. Alright, let's get it. We gotta knock these out. Annette is going to be in... Gosh, I don't know. I think Annette is if no one else is online. That's what it is going to be. I was going to put her in Rubber Ducky tier, but I feel like she has some gun skill. She probably plays, you know what it is? She plays in a clique. And I will tell you what that clique is right now. This is their clique right here. The Femboss clique right here. Not including Petra. Here, I'll make a tier below. This is the Femboss clique. They probably play games like together. They definitely play games together, but it's games like Minecraft. It's games like Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Well, they don't play that together. They play Fire Emblem Engage together, though. They play Super Smash Brothers. They probably play some Mario Party, some like low like technical skill games. Not that Smash doesn't require skill, but they play like party games, you know. They don't really play like technical high FPS games like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Tarkov. They don't play any games like that. They just play really easy party games that all the girls will enjoy. They probably have their own villages in Animal Crossing, and they share and blog about their adventures all the time. They tweet about it a whole bunch. They're very wholesome. They probably in like a year or something have their own YouTube channel that's highly successful, and it's just them enjoying their time together. This is the Femboss clique. Now, would I invite them? Maybe, but it's probably going to be for a crossover or anything like a collab. They're definitely not a part of the squad, but in like a year's time, they're probably all going to be really developed, and they're probably going to be doing their own stuff. So if it came down to it, yeah, a collab would be in order. But yeah, that's how I feel about them. They're in the Femboss clique. Alright, this guy. I don't even know where to put Raphael. I think Raphael is in Rubber Ducky. I think he actually just doesn't know. It might even be Rubber Ducky Linhart, you know? I just don't think he understands what a game is. I don't think he knows what a game is, to be honest. He's used to the old ways of the world. He hasn't, he's definitely like that old dad type of feel where it's like, what is this? You know, kind of like a Sethith vibe. It's like, what is this strange power? And he's talking about like a TV or something. He's acting like it's like a portal to a different dimension. I definitely think that's what Raphael is with the game. Just does not understand anything about, you know, anything that we've been talking about. Like if we say Call of Duty, he'd probably not even understand what a disc is, you know. I think he's just an old head. just used to the archaic ways of the old world. I think that's the sad truth of the matter. I don't think he is in the right position to be playing games, or let alone be in the squad. Alright, Lysithea. Lysithea is going to be interesting. Interesting take, but I think Lysithea is actually a part of the squad. Now, you might be thinking, why isn't Lysithea in Squeaker? I mean, Lysithea is definitely really good, but I think Lysithea is just a wholesome member. I think she's also like, I think she just has it down, you know? She's not as talented as the other two in the squad right now, but she understands callouts, she understands key fundamentals of the game, she understands everything that needs to be done to play that support role like really good. She's like Dedue, but Dedue plus, right? She's a little bit more mechanically gifted than some of the other people that are down here. Minus you, minus like pretty much everyone here until Dedue. But she understands, and I like her attitude, and I like her passion. She's really passionate. For that reason, I think she's a part of the squad. Plus, you know, whenever we do IRL get-togethers, whatever, maybe there's a new Call of Duty game coming out, and we go to the live reveal or whatever, wherever they host it at, we're going to be together. We're going to be eating all sorts of cake and sweets and all sorts of delights. She's going to be down for it. We're going to party a lot. It's just going to be a fun time. She brings a lot of fun times, especially Shamir and Dimitri. They're all like mopey sometimes. Maybe we just lost, and she just cheers us up. She's like, hey, on your next win, I'll ship out some like Japanese candy to y'all. That's really what Lysithea is. Lysithea is the ultimate team party member. She's like, she can bring anyone's spirits up. That's really what her role is on the team. She's not as good, as I said, like with any of these people down here, but she's good. You know, you need a person like Lysithea on your squad. You need someone to bring your spirits up, especially if it's not really balanced with these two. These two might also have like ego problems, but if they get along well with the other squad mates, it's like, it's fine, you know? It's fine. You just work it out. But someone like Felix, these two can't work it out. These two definitely cannot work it out. Alright, let's talk about, I want to get into some DLC. Balthus. Where does Balthus go? I think Balthus is, if no one else is online. Dude is, it's the same issue as Raphael. He tried to get into games earlier, but he had too many commitments with other people, mainly your mom. And he's just really trying to figure out this whole gaming thing after like 26 years of living. He's like, huh? What is a controller? So yeah, he picked it up one night at your mom's house and was like, I guess we could play The Sims 4 together. So they spent all night cuddling and playing The Sims 4, and he's just trying to figure out. He also knows how to lay down some smack talk, like he did with your mom. So yeah, he's just really trying to figure it out. Somehow he got into our Call of Duty lobby, and he just was going ham on the mic, bro. He was like, not with your mom, just with verbally. I had to say that one. But he was just going ham on the mic, and he's a funny guy. But he's not mechanically gifted. He does not have any special aim or anything about him. He's just, you know, he's just funny. Okay, so, gosh, where do I put Constance at? Oh, Constance, yeah, she's Femboss Click. Yeah, she good. Yeah, Femboss Click. But she's like savvy Femboss. She's like, she definitely joined later on. Like everyone else, they had their whole clique established already, and then she joined along, and she was like, can I join? And maybe this was like a friend of like Ingrid's from like, you know, their college days, and Ingrid was like, sure, I guess you can join. And then Constance kind of joined, but you know, after college, she was like the popular girl, and now she's not so popular. No one knows her, so she's just trying to get back into society, as she doesn't understand, hey, it's not all makeup, it's not all lip gloss, it's not all, you know, tattoos and stuff on your nails and whatever. You know, it's not all eyelashes and wigs. She's just trying to get back and ease back into society, and the femboss clique is definitely there for her. They have their own squad, they're developing their own squad, they get it, they understand, hey, it's not all about those things, but we could still have an excellent time playing Call of Duty, and they think that they could slam our squad. You could see there's a storyline progressing, you know what I mean? There's a storyline progressing here. The femboss clique, they say, hey, in due time, we are going to be defeating your squad. It's never gonna happen though. It's never gonna happen. I'm just letting the record show it's never gonna happen. Alright, Yuri. Yuri is I think Yuri is gosh, he's not ego driven, but I think he's there. I think he's actually there. Let me just look at everyone else. For now I'm gonna put Yuri right here because I think Yuri actually carries me. I think Yuri actually carries me. But also Hilda might actually carry me, but she's also femboss clique. Maybe does not play anymore. Is that is that it? Does not play anymore? Nah, I think that's just her. Where does she go? Old reliable? Nah, that doesn't even seem right. Old reliable. It feels like it's like somewhere around here, but it also feels like she just doesn't play anymore. But I don't know. I'm gonna put Hilda here. I think she just doesn't play anymore. She played Call of Duty for like a good year or two, you know. She maxed out Prestige. She did everything in the game, and she was like, alright, that was fun. And then she did something else, you know. Maybe she was doing it for a YouTube channel. Maybe she was doing it for like a special promotion on Twitch or something. But she just does not play the game anymore. She had fun while it lasted, but her days of Call of Duty are not there anymore. She probably does something like modeling. Or something like that. She just does not play the game anymore for whatever reason. Yuri, I think he's just the ultimate champion. I think he's your Shaiko, your Bolo. I think he's really good. He can probably aim lock better than anyone else in the game. He could probably do whatever you think is not possible. He could probably do it. He could probably like destroy a UAV with a pistol from like 30 yards away. He is definitely him, especially with that Deadeye ability. He probably can just see way better than anyone else on this cast. So I think he's actually just the person who carries me. And the funny thing about Yuri though is that we actually are kind of like rivals, you know. He's technically a lord, but Yuri probably loves to play with us, but Yuri's also like, whenever we play together, Yuri's like, wow, you suck. He has the same ego as Felix, but toned down a little bit, and is a little bit more friendlier towards us, but Yuri's just amazed how bad we are. Compared to him, he's probably playing like the top, like, you know, 0.1% of all of Call of Duty. He could probably solo everyone. Doesn't matter who it is. He's the person who's naturally gifted. I guarantee if I make another like tier list, and it's based off of like a different shooter like Fortnite or something, he's probably getting #1 in there as well. He's probably hitting those victory royales. I just think Yuri is him. I think Yuri is that goat. Who else do we have? Marianne. I think Marianne is she's a squeaker. She's a squeaker plus. And it's not because I hate Marianne or anything like that. I just don't think she's bad. She's bad at the game. That's all it is. And it's not like rubber ducky bad. It's like she tries to be good, but then every time something happens, she probably gasps. Whoa. And it's different from Bernadetta. It's like Bernadetta times 10. At least with Bernadetta, I'd want to play the game with her. You know, if there's no other option. Like, this is my threshold. Like, Bernadetta is my threshold. Like, Ash is fine, but I really don't want to play with him. Anyone from Ash downwards, I'm not playing with you. Like, I'm absolutely, like, I'm getting off. Bernadetta is my threshold. And then that brings us to Happy. I know I have like 2 more characters here, but I don't really care about them. Happy is definitely, I want to say she's a part of the squad, but I think she's old reliable. She's bottom old reliable. I'm sorry, Happy. She's bottom old reliable. Happy has the same energies, the same passion, whatever. She's a little tomboyish, which is kind of cool. It kind of mixes and clashes with our feng shui like a lot, and she's an interesting member to include in the squad, but she's just not there. She's not as mechanically gifted. She lacks in some departments, and she's just again, she's just not there. There are some other people that I'd prefer over her, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about Happy. Now let's talk about Ignatz. I think Ignatz is rubber ducky for the same reason as Linhart's, and you could definitely see a story starting to form here as well. Like, look at this. Like, we have so many storylines that are just matching up. Like, yep, it makes sense. You know, yep, this makes sense. Nah, these 3 definitely hang out outside of. Well, they don't even play the game, first of all. So yeah, Ignatz, he's a painter. He is dedicated to his life. Maybe he found out about Call of Duty through like he was doing like a commission for Call of Duty, right? They're like, we have a cool battle pass that's coming out, right? It involves like demons or something. There are some demon cosmetics, you know. You get to dress up as like the Death Knights and verse against like Snoop Dogg or something, right? And Ignatz was like, cool, I'm down to draw Snoop Dogg and Death Knight dueling it out with pistols. So he commissioned that art out, and that's the last that he ever knew about Call of Duty. He probably doesn't know a lot about games. I mean, maybe he does. He probably just doesn't play the shooter type genre. He's probably playing like something like Minecraft or something, something like Fire Emblem Engage. He definitely strikes as an Engage person. I think he would like Engage a lot, but I don't think he I don't think he's even touched like Call of Duty. When he was making that art piece, I don't think he like even knew what the premise of Call of Duty was. He probably thought it was just some like mobile game. So yeah, definitely rubber ducky plus tier. And you can definitely see there's a storyline fitting here. It used to just be Linhart. Now it's just all of these chads together, if you can even call them that. Alright, Cyril. I think Cereal, however you say it. I think no one else, if no one else is online. But below, why is Picture all the way down? Oh, foreign speaker. No, we raised that. Yeah, foreign speaker. Yeah, who cares? I don't really care. So Cyril. Cyril is he's young. He's passionate. He's enthusiastic. He's gifted at the game, but he tweaks out a little bit. You know, he's not all the way there because he's so young. He probably spends all of his drone phase when he's playing on Rainbow Six Siege. He probably spends all of his drone phase like on TikTok or something. He's just not there. He's not motivated to get as passionate as the squad is. You know, we have someone else who's I don't know if Lizithia is actually younger. I know she's like the youngest student, but I don't know if Lizithia is younger. But Lizithia is way more passionate, and you can tell. She's a part of the squad. She wants to be there. She has the passion. She knows the call-outs. She knows everything. She's just working on her aim and whatever, but she has it down. And Cyril is just... He wants to play, but, you know, not every day I want to be stuck in copper lobbies. I'm sorry, Cyril. That's just how it is, you know? I'm so sorry, Cyril. So... yeah, that's just how it is. I am so sorry, Cereal. Honorable mentions. Let's get these out of the way. Kranya, Flane's also there. Who else have I not mentioned? Oh, Hanamon. Manuela definitely does not play the game. This dude. You do not play the game, I know that for sure. You are ancient, you are dead. Okay. 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 This guy was in the first Call of Duty. Say I'm wrong. This guy was actually in the first Call of Duty. My bad. Yeah, I mean, he probably was too. Like, they were all cultist members in the first Call of Duty. Like, there's a storyline here. Founding father, you know, people trying to live up to his name. These are actually just terrorists right here. I'm not even going to include them in the video. That's terrible to say. Holy shit, what did I just say? Nah, this guy was actually just in the first Call of Duty, though. Sad day of passing. Not really. We needed to get rid of his presence. Who else? Gilbert's, like, Gilbert is definitely rubber ducky, but it's like, isn't it? Yeah, Gilbert is definitely rubber ducky, but it's the same thing as let him win. We let him win. This is we let him win, but for Annette. Like, they play together, and, you know, Annette loves playing with Gilbert, but Gilbert is just not there. Not as talented as, you know, Geralt, my dad. But, Gilbert and Annette have some times where they play together. They probably play some, like, wholesome games of Call of Duty, and after, like, 2 games, he's like, alright, I'm going to bed. That's probably their relationship. Flane's too young to play. Krania's too deceased to play. Hanamon, rubber ducky tier. Like, I mean, yeah, I would not even invite him to the squad. Manuela, I would invite to the squad. However, she has no idea what she's playing. She's probably preoccupied anyway. She's in the rubber ducky tier. Who else? Am I missing anyone? Wait, no one cares. Alois, no, you're not invited to the squad. Alois is actually just Squeaker Plus. Alois is that one kid, or in this case, adult, who plays the game, tries to be funny, and he just isn't. He makes way too many jokes. Like, it's like everything he does is a joke. He's actually just the Joker. I don't think there's anyone else that I need to mention. Anna? This dude right here? This dude is ego-driven for sure. This dude is ego-driven, but in a bad way. There's like 2 different types of ego-driven. Like, yes, you're invited to the squad. No, you are never invited to the squad. Well, this guy is no, you're never invited to the squad for a very particular reason. Because these do not match. The feng shui in the room does not match. Once you put that there, it's like, these people don't want to play Call of Duty anymore. It's their last round. He's definitely critiquing them on their aim and stuff. Like, wow, Lizathi, I can't believe you missed that shot. You had a sniper rifle, he had a pistol. Something like that. That's definitely what they're saying. Who else? Anna made the game, Call of Duty. For some reason, Anna's ancestors were there. Anna got the notes or whatever, and yeah, she actually just made the game. So let's go, Anna. We can all thank Anna for this blessed game that is Call of Duty. What else? No idea who these people... This is like Dimitri's dad or something. This is like Ladislava and Randolph or something. I don't know who these are. This Flex, too young. I think that's it. Yeah, that's alright. No, don't have to worry about any of these people. Definitely, like, I already got... Yeah, I don't really care. So anyway, now we have to figure out who is actually on the squad. I have 2 open spots. 2 people can join the squad. Edelgard stays down here for sure. Petra on the squad. You're on the squad. I think I said if Petra, you know, if there's no one there, I think this works, you know. Lysithea bonds with Petra. Shamir and Petra have some bonding to do as well. Dimitri, Petra, I can see it. I can see it. Dimitri is a passionate leader. I can definitely say that. Dimitri is a passionate leader. Understands what needs to be said, understands what needs to be done, and yeah, they just understand. So who is the last one? Who completes the set? I wanted to say Dedu earlier, but I don't think it's Dedu, to be honest. And I want to pull Dorothea, to be honest, but the Femboss click, bro, it's just so accurate. It's like so accurate. They have their own squad, like they're missing their one person. I think we just keep it like this, right? To make things accurate, you know, they have their own squad, 4 people. They have their, well, I guess with me it would be 5 people. So I guess, you know what, that is actually just a squad, because yeah, they're just missing one person on their squad, but it's whatever, you know. Maybe it's like Mercedes used to be on their squad, and Mercedes does not play anymore, so unfortunate. But you know, it's just find a spot filler, any of these people below. I'm definitely not taking anyone here. But like, you can have them. Femboss, Dorothea, Ingrid, you know, you can have any of these people. If you want to have a freaking Nemesis or whatever, you can have him, I guess. Just put a bot in your lobby, you know. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Why am I zooming out when I can just... Yeah. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Let's look at it full screen. Right? If I can get it full screen. Nah, I can't even get this full screen. Yeah, I have to do it like this. So Yuri at the top with carries me just makes so much sense. He is actually gifted, eternally gifted. This dude is shaping the meta. We let him win, you know, the 2 dads, you know, just we let them win. Can't do anything about it. We don't know how much time we have with them. Then there's me, there's a squad, you know, pulling up with the squad. We got Dimitri, we got Lysithea, who just boosts everyone's motivation is up when they listen to Lysithea. Dimitri, Lysithea, just good for motivation. Petra, same thing. Petra is Florindo. Petra is like probably Petra lacks an ego, to be honest, but she's still really good at the game. She's really wholesome. And then there's Shamir, Shamir's like the cracked out gunner, right? I would say Shamir's probably even better than Felix. And yeah, that's my squad right there. Everyone else is just like, would I invite these people? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, my squad is already full. I would take Lysithea, like, even though Lysithea is probably the worst, has the worst KD on my squad, I would take Lysithea over Edelgard. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take that. Yep, I'll take that. Lysithea over Ferdinand, probably not. Lysithea over Claude, yeah. Lysithea, yeah. This is the perfect squad right here. So guys, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is kind of a weird circumstance, by the way. I'm doing this is kind of a weird circumstance, by the way. I'm basically what I'm doing is, you can see a date right here. It's January 10th. So either this video is coming out in like a couple days, realistically. If it does, it's like January 12th, or it's coming out like next week. It's probably coming out in between that time. I don't know. I'm in that phase right now where it's like I'm making a whole bunch of content, and you know, I'm just making a whole bunch of content. That's all it is. So while I had some stuff loading in the editor, right, I was doing some stuff on the sidelines. So I was like, you know, I might as well just make a video. But this was fun. This was actually like so fun to do. If you guys wanted to see the Fire Emblem 3 Houses dated collection, by the way, and this is where I am right now with completion on the game, it is actually crazy. Well, actually, this is not accurate to what I have right now, but yeah, this is you can see I'm slowly but steadily getting there. I wish I had like, I don't know how you do it, but I wish I had like a percentage thing so it could show me how many tiles are filled in like green or whatever. There probably is some nerd stat on how to do that, but yeah, this is definitely gonna be a long adventure, but while we're here, we might as well make some content and keep on milking Fire Emblem Three Houses. So yeah, just to capitalize off it once more, by the way, this is a Fire Emblem Three Houses character, DLC included of course, character tier list based off of would I invite them to my squad for Call of Duty or whatever game it is, to be honest. So yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. Hey, if this gets enough likes, enough just enough support in general, you know, I'm not gonna ask or, you know, milk my content or do anything like that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and be like whatever, set the like goal. But if this gets enough support, I will do this for like engaged characters, you know. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check your notifications for my next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Holy shit, it's 1:50 1:50 in the morning. So yeah. Like, again, this video should be coming out in a couple of days. If not, you will see it sometime. I have no idea. Peace.